All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into the Year 7 playoffs with our Quebec City Ace Nordiques. Round 1, we got the Buffalo Sabres and Ryan Miller once again, and we got to try and defend that Stanley Cup. We've won it 2 and 3 years. Now this is the 4th year. If we can win it 3 and 4 years, that would start to look real good. But before we get started, controversy. The last video at the trade deadline, I made a trade to improve our team, I thought anyways. Well, man, you guys did not want to see Griffin Reinhart go anywhere, so I'll just show you guys once again why I made the deal. First of all, you got to give up something to get something, right? I wanted to improve that second line center position. I'll just show you guys Casey Cizikas first. All right, this guy's 29 years old, 86 overall. 86 overall is not bad. All right, and as a second line center, this guy's perfect to kill off penalties, to hold it down offensively, and more importantly, to hold it down defensively. For the next 5 years, he can easily do that, right? We needed that second line center position, especially with McCallick leaving next year. You know, we don't know what our second line is going to be about. The other players in that deal, the first round pick, I said when I made the deal, the first round pick was the one thing that I did not want to give up. Everybody else, though, they were players that I did not care about, right? Now, if we go to the Islanders quickly, just take a look at the Griffin Reinhart here, right? I'll show you guys exactly why I got rid of him. 82 overall, 26 years old. He's probably going to get that jump in the offseason, right? You guys were saying, oh, he's going to turn into like an 85, 86, 87 overall two-way defenseman. You shouldn't got rid of him. That's a maybe. You're right. He could turn into that. But I don't care about the future anymore. I care about right now. I know what Casey Cizikas is all about. Griffin Reinhart, he may turn out to be a top 4 defenseman for next year, but I said why his overall rating was up there. His shooting category, he's got a really hard shot, but not an accurate shot. But it still reads as a 5-star rating, right? Puck skills, 3-star. Senses, 3-star. Skating, look, he's a slow defenseman as well, 3.5-star. Physical, 3-star. And defense, I'll admit, defense looks amazing, right? Now, if he gets the jump next year and he does turn out to be an 87, 86 overall, we'll come back to check him out. But I don't know, man. I think it's just because of that heavy-weighted shot and that defensive category. He's got 3-star in puck skills, physical, and senses. So right now, he's not a player that can play on our team. And I'm the type of GM that is worried about his team this year. There is no next year for this team. It's all about this year, the current year that you're in. So, you know, you have to give up a little of the future to get right now. I still stand behind that trade. I feel like our team is a lot better now with Casey Cizikas in the lineup, and you know what? Only time will tell. If he has a good playoff run, it'll be a lot easier. So let's just injuries, turn that on. Where was it? Rotate goalies. Yes, rotate goalies off now, and make sure I didn't change anything up here accidentally. No, we're good. Okay, so let's get that done. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a explanation, I guess, but I stand behind that trade. Casey Cizikas is a perfect fit for our team, and as of right now, Kulikov and Goodbranson I value more than Griffin Reinhart, okay? So let's take a look at who we're up against here, the Buffalo Sabres. We faced them last year. We didn't have a problem. I believe we beat them in 5 games. They had Ryan Miller in the net. They probably still have Ryan Miller in the net. So you got Thomas Vanek, Cody Hodgson, and Drew Stafford. Yeah, I remember this line. Pretty good first line because of Hodgson and Vanek. You know, they can definitely get some goals there, and I think Cody Hodgson, he was one of the players that popped up when we were searching for that second-line center defenseman, right? Or not defenseman, but defensive second-line center. So he's actually good offensively, and he's good defensively. Drew Stafford, more of a second-liner, but not bad. Second line, Ville Leno, Ennis, and Atkinson. Ennis and Atkinson maybe on the second line. Leno, though? No, I don't think so. This ain't Philadelphia from like 2 or 3 years ago. Marcus Foligno, Luke Adam, and Benoit Pouliot. I like Adam and Foligno on that line. You know what? Benoit Pouliot, 80 overall. That's a pretty good third line. Never mind. And then the fourth line, Mason Raymond, Gergensons, and Grigorenko. Wow, they're not giving any love to their 82 overall young guns down there. Jeez, those guys should be spread out in the second and third line, right? But what are you going to do? So they had actually a pretty good third and fourth line in Buffalo this year. Defensively, they got McNabb, McBain, 83, 86, Sanguinetti, Gauthier, Leduc, 82 and an 82, and Redmond and Weber, 79 and 80. Not the greatest defensive core right there. No defensive defensemen. 3 two-ways and 3 offensive defensemen. So, you know, the PK might be a problem for these guys if we can get some power play time. And then, of course, the goalie in the net, Ryan Miller, looks like he's getting a little bit old, getting down to earth a little bit. He is not, I repeat, he is not an elite goalie anymore. 86 overall. More than likely, that's just a starting goalie, but they have 2 starting goalies. So it doesn't matter who's in the net. They have an 86 overall goaltender in there, okay? So I don't know if that's good news or bad news. They'll probably, you might actually see Burrell get a few more I think his name was Burrell or something, Burrow or something like that. You might actually see him get more starts than you expect because they're the same overall. And if we go to our team, we're going to leave Eddie Lack in to start the playoff run, but when he falters, if he falters, we go back to Jacob Markstrom. Our lines look like this: Kapitanov, Huberdeau, and Eberle. These guys were the best for us during the regular season. Hopefully they can take that and apply it in the playoffs. Our second line: McCallick, Cizikas now, and Peter Mueller. You can't tell me that second line doesn't look good. I'm sorry. I love that second line. And I love that we didn't have to get rid of Shore. He moves down to the third line, and all of a sudden that third line looks a lot better than it did with Matthias, who I love, and he's now on the fourth line with Bickle and Hayes. So I'm hoping that fourth line can just be the best playoff fourth line ever. We got Bickle and Matthias, all right? Let's see what those guys can do together. And then we got, we got all that. We can't even talk. We're not going to have to go through all that stuff, don't worry. All right, so you've seen up the lines. Let me take a quick drink here. Yeah. Seen the lines for our team, for the Buffalo Sabres. There is no excuse why we can't beat these guys, all right? Anything but a series win. It doesn't have to be in 7, doesn't have to be in 4. I don't care about that, but I expect this team to beat the Buffalo Sabres, all right? End of story. So, guys, go out there and get it done. We're on home ice in Timu Hartikainen on the third line. Gets it done. First shot on the net. Ryan Miller. I was about to say, we're in Le Colisée du Pepsi on front of the home ice fans. They're going, ole, 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 ole. So, come on now. Get a good game. Here we go. First period. All right, so they got a goal. We got a goal. 1-1 game. Sanguinetti on the power play as well. I want to keep an eye on the power play goals that they get because I really think that our PK should be one of the strengths now, right? That's what the Cizikas trade was all about. Second period. All right, we got another 2. Casey Cizikas, there it is. And Jimmy Hayes on the fourth line, right from the same area on the ice. So we got the 2-goal lead going into the third period. Eddie Lackman, if you want to make yourself a playoff goalie, shorthanded goal. That's not one way to do it. For God's sakes. There you go. Kyle Clifford gets another one. We got that depth goal scoring right now, boys. Hartikainen, Shore, and Clifford. Holy shit, Clifford. What has Shore done to the third line, boys? What has Shore done? All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Look at that depth goal scoring that we got that game. 2 goals from the third line, 1 goal from the fourth line, 3 goals from the third line, and 1 goal from the fourth line, all right? And 1 goal from the second line. That's what I'm freaking talking about. And Eddie Lack, he had the routine in place. He allowed that 1 goal in the third period, but that was it. So that's fine by me. All right, so that's a good first game here, boys. Just keep it up now. Keep it up. I want that depth goal scoring to stay there. Jonathan Huberdeau and Eberle and Kapitanov, they're going to come around eventually. These guys are studs now in the NHL. But if we can keep on getting that kind of depth goal scoring, man, we're going to get like 3-4 goals a game easily, all right? So just keep that up, boys. First period. All right, they got 2. They're answering back in this series. Eddie Lack allowed 2 in 17 shots, though. Out shooting at 17-8 in the first period. That's not that good. All right, boys, just get 1. Get it back to a 2-1 game, all right? We can tie it up in the third then. Second period. All right, we didn't get 1. They didn't get 1. Outshooting us 26-16. All right, offense, let's go. First line, I'm going to call you guys out. You didn't get anything there in the first game. We need you guys to step up now in the second game. No, it doesn't look like it. Ryan Miller's making a statement now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Thomas Vanek. All right, so they made a statement with this game. On the road, they tied up the series, and that's all you can do. As the Buffalo Sabres, you got to think that they're in a good spot right now. That's what they wanted after the first 2 games coming home with a tie. It'd be nice to take those first 2, but that'd be a tough job for a team like the Buffalo Sabres against us, right? We're the better regular season team, but still. All right, so we haven't had any injuries to deal with so far. I'm pretty sure, I turned on injuries. Maybe I'm just kind of used to last year's injuries. I mean, geez, it seemed like last year every game we had an injury. Any injuries happening just yet? Hang on. I'm pretty sure, injured. Okay, so injuries are happening. Good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally back out without saving it. All right, so we're not going to change anything to do with the lines. I feel like that game might have just been a bad coincidence game, so let's just see what happens here in Game 3. On the road. Remember, during the regular season, we had a better road record than a home record, so maybe our team likes to go on the road. Who knows? We're in Buffalo. Come on, boys. First period. All right, there you go. Jonathan Huberdeau. And they got Burrow in the net as well, all right? So Well, you know what? That doesn't matter, right? Because they're both 86. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. Never mind. All right, second period. We just got to score some more goals. First line, I'd like for you guys to step up some more. Second period. All right, yeah, Jonathan Huberdeau. That's what I'm talking about. The captain steps up. All right, gives us the first 2 goals of the game, making it 2-0. Now, we got the routine here for the third period. Come on now, Eddie Lack, you got this. I'm not going to go to Markstrom just yet, Lack. You can do this. All right? Yeah, there you go. Jordan Everly on the power play. So, the first line steps up big time for us here in Game 3. First game, we had the depth goal scoring. Game 3, we had our first line scoring. Got all the goals for us, and we got the shutout. Big time shutout by Eddie Lack as well. Okay, so things are going quite well here in this series. I feel like we're the better team. We shouldn't have a problem with these guys. Just keep on playing the way you're playing. Oh, there you go. Never mind. I take that back. As soon as we have injuries to deal with, that's when we're going to have to worry about stuff. So Peter Mueller's been injured with post-concussion syndrome. His estimated return is July 7th, so he's gone for the whole playoffs, because the playoffs end in June. So we lost Peter Mueller for the entire playoffs, man. Ugh, let the injury bug hit. So there goes our amazing second line right there, all right? So it's going to have to be, who wants to come out? Colin Greening, Terrell. Should I give Mantha or Barkov the chance to come up now for the playoffs? Let me see Barkov, because we lost a playmaker. Ooh. Barkov's offensive awareness and passing, 92 and 87. It's just his defensive awareness that's not that great. But with Casey Cizikas on that line, that might be okay. You know what? You know what, boys? I'm doing it. I'm bringing up the Fantastic Finn. All right, I'm doing it. And you know what? In the meantime, I'm going to also bring up a defenseman that can just be waiting in the weeds. No, not Pouliot. He's too good. Actually, well, no, I want him to play. I want Pouliot to play. Who should I bring up? Krug. You know what? Yeah, I brought up Krug plenty of times. There you go. Our AHL team, I know, is probably going to go far in the playoffs, but what's it called? I want to take care of this. I want to make sure I don't have to do this every single time. So, Cizikas, where are you? Barkov. Let's find his new line mates. All right, so Alexander. Oh, that's Morgan Riley. Never mind. Alexander Barkov. His first try here in Quebec City. He's going to be a playoff game on the right wing with Casey Cizikas and Milan Michalek. No point moving him down to the third or fourth line. Leave these lines together. Hopefully, Michalek and Cizikas are good enough that they can help Barkov, because offensively Barkov is good enough. It's just defensively, right? But we're also going to get a boost to the power play, hopefully. Well, not a boost, but hopefully not that big of a hit. Barkov, get in there. All right, let's see what this Fantastic Finn can do for us. We're going to put Casey Cizikas there, this four-man power play as the center. There you go. And then the penalty kill, power, yeah, all this stuff. Oh, 4-on-4 lines. Whoa. Hang on. 4-on-4. Is Cizikas on the other one? No, I can put Cizikas right there. There you go. Very nice. Yep. And shootout probably has Mueller taking a shot. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. So I'll just put in Barkov. All right, so there you go. There is the changes with Peter Mueller getting that injury. Alexander Barkov coming up to play his first NHL game for us. This is going to be interesting, all right? This kid, a former second overall pick, he gets to play his first NHL game 7 years in a playoff game, all right? So hang on, I need to drink again. Talking too fast. All right, so here we go. We got a 2-1 series lead. I was saying that we're going to be in pretty good position right here, but Mueller, that's a big loss. That could hurt us, all right? So let's see what our team can do. Come on now, boys. Get off to a good start once again. First period. No. Drew Stafford gets one on Eddie Lack. All right, boys, don't worry about that. It's not the end of the world. They're out shooting us 13-11, so it's a close game. Just have a good second period. Second period. All right, not the greatest, but at least it's still a one-goal game. So, Barkov, man, I'm going to call you out. Let's see what you can do in your first NHL game. Third period, we're down by 1. Oh, Meyer scores on Burrow. I don't know if Barkov got the assist. Maybe. Come on now. There it is, Kapitanov, the lethal Latvian. He gets a lethal goal for us in the third period. Come on, boys. Kill it off now. There it is, Jimmy Hayes. All right, so we got some good. Oh, my God, Hart to Kanan. All right, boys, go ahead. Have fun with it. Jeez, what a third period for the Quebec City Ace Nordiques. They step up big time. All right, Myers, Kapitanov, Hayes, and Hart to Kanan. Very nicely done, I must say. Okay, so let's take a look at the stats for that game just to see if Barkov got anything. Let's see, was he in that at all? Huberdeau? No, he did not get a point. That's okay, though, because they only got one goal, and the big thing about Barkov was the goals against, right? Is that going to hurt us? That game, they only got one. It didn't hurt us that much, so not a big deal. So good news, we got a 3-1 lead here in this series. So far, the only injury is Peter Mueller, who's gone for 2 months. It's a big-time injury. But if we can win this game, beat them in 5, or beat them in 5, and not have to worry about any injuries happening in Game 6 or 7, man. That's what I would love. So, boys, we're in Le Coliseum du Pepsi. Step up and play. All right, no half in it, no 50% in it. Get out there and have a good first period and never look back, all right? So here we go. First period. All right. Oh, no, they got one as well. Never mind. Jordan Eberle got a big one for us, but Cody Hodgson, he tied up the game right after, less than a minute after. So come on, at least we're out shooting them 14-7. So that's good news right there. Second period. They got one. Tyler Ennis on Eddie Lack, so I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. We're out shooting them still, so we can come back. The last game, we had that 4-goal third period, so let's see if we can do it again. Something like that. Come on, boys. Step it up for us. Step it up, offense. Somebody. I don't want to go to Game 6 on the road. I don't want to go to Game 6 on the road, please. Damn, it looks like we're going to Game 6 on the road. Yep. All right, so the Buffalo Sabres are not going to get beat that easily in 5 games. Once again, it doesn't matter if Barreau or what's his name? Ryan Miller was in the nets. They had a 86 overall goalie, and they kept us to only 1 goal for that game. So still not in trouble. I still think I'm going to go with Eddie Lack here in Game 6, boys. I was thinking, go with Markstrom for this game. If he loses, then you can go back to Lack. But so far, even the games that we've lost, I really don't blame Eddie Lack. I mean, this game, he only allowed 2. This game, he allowed 3, but still, I mean, whatever. All right, so we're going to go back with Eddie Lack. And you know what? Hang on, let me blow my nose. All right, that's much better. So here we go. Game 6 on the road in Buffalo. We got to win this one, boys. We do not want them to push us to Game 7, all right? I don't want that. We're a better team than these guys. I know we lost Peter Mueller, but you guys can play for Peter Mueller, all right? Barkov, it's time for you to step up and have a big game. All right, you've had 2 chances now to get used to the speed of the NHL. It's time for you to have a big one, so come on now. First period. All right, there you go. Jimmy Hayes, this guy, what's that, his 3rd goal of the series? That 4th line, man. Bickle, Hayes, and Matthias, they're kicking ass down there. Second period. Oh, all right. So we got the 1-goal lead here in the 3rd period. Eddie Lack, I know it's not the routine, but you can still get it done. 21 shots to 12, so we're out shooting them. We might be the better team this game. I would like to see 1 more goal, though, boys. Help your goalies out. 1 more goal. Come on now. 1 more goal here in the 3rd period. Power play, power play. There you go. I asked for 1 more goal. Leave it up to the captain. Holy shit, he gives me 2. I asked for 1. He gives me 2 in the 3rd period. Jonathan Huberdeau, man. I think this guy... What? Oh, wait a minute. Cody Hodg's not over just yet. What the hell's going on? Power play. Oh, no. No, you can't be serious. No. Oh, Jesus, Eddie Lack. Holy crap. The 2-goal routine in the 3rd period, he allowed 2 goals. Thank God for Jonathan Huberdeau getting 2 goals there for us. Oh, that was way too close, Eddie Lack. Way too close. But the Quebec City Ace Nordiques, after a close series, are able to deal with the Buffalo Sabres in 6 games and head off to the 2nd round. All right, so pretty good. Pretty good. Jimmy Hayes, 3rd goal of the series. Huberdeau, 4 goals. Kapitanov had a few assists. All right, not too bad. So a pretty good series. A little bit closer than I wanted it to be, but we got it. Oh, my God. Dmitry Kulikov's been injured with a fractured ankle. His estimated return is June 9th. Assistant coach replaces player. All right, so I'll have to do that after. So we've lost Kulikov and now Mueller for the whole playoffs, boys. The entire playoffs. That's right. Our AHL team, I might have to break up the AHL team. Even though they're tearing it up down there, I might have to break it up just because... We need the best players to play in the NHL. Screw the AHL team. I mean, I want them to win, but screw it. Whoa! Look at this. In round 2, we got our rivals, the Tampa Bay Lightning. The team that kicked us out in the first round the year before we won our first Stanley Cup, and the team that kicked us out in the first round between our 2 Stanley Cups 2 years ago, all right? I mean, the last 2 times we've been kicked out of the playoffs, it's been both by the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we got a big rivalry team right here, all right? We got to be able to beat these guys. It was coming down to this eventually. So we got the Tampa Bay Lightning in the next round. Let's take a look at the player stats, not for the season. For the playoffs, let's just see who did what. I'm thinking that 4th line did really good. I know Hayes got all the goals, but I want to see if Bickle and Matthias got any points, like assist-wise, right? So forwards, Jonathan Huberdeau, 8 points in 6 games. Eberle, 3 points in 6 games. Hayes, 3 in 6 games. Hartskane, 3. All right, Clifford, 2. Shore, Cizikas, only 1. Yep, I'll keep an eye on that. Don't worry. Matthias, 1. Mueller, only 1. Well, he got injured, right? That was a big injury to Mueller because McCallick, he had 0 points in 6 games as well, right? Yeah, that Mueller one was a big one. When he was there, they had 1 point in 3 games, but man. Barkov, man, was he at least a plus player? He's an even player. So defensively, that second line was fine, right? Was Cizikas? Well, that must have happened when Mueller was on the line, because when Barkov, he's even. That's kind of weird, because Barkov, defensively, he's even worse, right? So we got to keep an eye on that second line, because that's looking pretty weak right now. Defensively, Kapitanov, 5 points in 6 games. He keeps on doing what he's doing. All right, and goalies, Eddie Lack, he had a pretty good first round, boys. 1.67 goals against average, 4-2-0, and a save percentage of 93.94. So, got to roll with Eddie Lack right now. We have Markstrom waiting, but for right now, it's got to be Eddie Lack. Okay, it's got to be Eddie Lack. So just show you guys our lines right now with that injury. So we got Barkov on the second line. We can leave that for right now. But Krug on the second line for Kulikov. But should we make that change for Benoit Pouliot? Should we bring up Benoit Pouliot instead of Krug? Because it's a long injury and it's a top 4 injury, right? We can bring in, not Benoit Pouliot, Derek Pouliot, sorry. He's 81 overall, offensive defenseman, defensive awareness 88, right? He's pretty good. The only thing is you take him out and the AHL team suffers. But I don't know. I think I could make that change. I mean, Torrey Krug, you look at his stats. All right, so you guys let me know. Should Derek Pouliot be brought up to the team? And what about Barkov? Should he continue to play on the NHL team, or should it be Greening, Tyrell, Mantha? Should it be somebody else down there? You guys can weigh in on that for the second round. Remember, we're going up against a better team here in Tampa Bay. 53 wins on the regular season for them, right? So I want to make sure that we have exactly what we need out there. And last but not least, there is your Elite 8. Vancouver versus Dallas, Nashville versus Chicago. So it looks like Dauphin, once again, his poise doesn't help him out in the first round. And over here in the East, you got New York versus Boston. That looks like a good series. And the Tampa Bay Lightning versus your Quebec City Ace Nordiques. All right, what a rivalry game this is going to be. Abso-freaking-lutely. I think the third time in, 6 years that we're facing each other now or something like that. So this is going to be very interesting. So wish us luck, boys, and I will see you in the next video.